Hey guys, so I've been working on amending that nice gummy, I can't talk, gummy clay out there in the garden. You see the trailer here. I'm gonna roll some footage of what it looked like before. That was a lot of work doing that much, and I still got a lot to go. So I got that compost from our city. They got a composting program here, and you can go get as much as you want. I can go get more of that when I'm ready for it. My back ain't quite ready for it just yet, but you see, I was just carrying it with those two buckets out here to the garden because it's too wet to get the trailer any closer. I tried and got stuck. I had to put it four-wheel drive to move it. So what I did was I dumped the compost out in places where I was going to plant my tomatoes. That was the only area that I had really prepared. And then I come back and tilled it. So I did not get a video of what it all looked like before I tilled it, but you get the picture. I dumped it on top of the ground, come back and tilled it, and you see those little dark spots where the compost got tilled in. It looks pretty good. Pretty proud of how it turned out. So what I've done is I've got one, two, three beds for tomatoes set up with that. I've got a few right here on the end. Here you see right there's some little tomatoes planted there and little tomatoes planted over here. And right here on the end I had a few extra spots, so I planted some squash in there. Right here, this short bed, I'm going to plant cucumbers here probably in a couple weeks. The nights are getting down, supposed to get down to around 50, and highs only up mid 60s the next several days. So I'm gonna wait and let it warm just a little bit before I put my cucumbers in the ground. But I've got, let's see, I've got 8, and I got a few more up there. I've got about 10 hills of squash, zucchini, the little starburst squash from Hoss. I got some of those planted, and hopefully those all come up and didn't get drowned. So last night it rained and rained and rained, and now it's all gummy again, so I can't really do just a whole lot out here today like I want to. But things are looking a little bit better. What I got to do next is I got to get all this cover crop here turned in. It's just too wet. I about stuck the tractor tilling into this compost right here, and this I need to bring the disc in here to terminate all this cover crop, and it's just too wet in there right now to bring that heavy disc. It's too wet in there, but it's really too wet out here. There's a little ditch that runs right through the middle of my garden, and it is just gummy wet right now, and so I can't get the tractor across that. I was going around it yesterday with the tractor, or day before, and it's pretty wet down at the bottom of the garden too, and that's where I was really getting stuck. I was going around the ditch, but down at the bottom it was a little bit wet down there, and that's where I was getting the tractor nearly stuck. So I'm gonna let it dry. It's supposed to, I think we've got one more chance of rain Monday night, Tuesday, this is Sunday, and then dry weather after that. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit cooler, but it's not supposed to rain. So I'm hoping next weekend it'll be dry enough that I can get the tractor with the disc out here and start chopping that cover crop. And then what I want to do, I keep talking about my change in plans. I may plant a few more tomatoes, not many really, because I've got a whole bunch planted out here right now. Let me see, I've got 20, I think I've got 26 in the first two beds, and then another 30 in the other beds. So I got a plenty of tomatoes planted right now. So a bit dark. So I'm gonna give that a break. On the tomatoes, I lost some of my, or all of my Cherokee purples, and I'll talk about that later. That's just one little update I got on things. I may do a little garden chat. It's gonna be more of a seed starting chat this week because it's so wet, but I'll do that and post that on Wednesday. But things are looking good. I got plenty of tomatoes. If they all make it, so far they're looking really good out there in the garden. I'll do some updates on that here in a few days. And I got some peppers here I got to get put out. A few other things I'm gonna get going in the garden pretty soon. Just gotta get some dry weather. Hey, I appreciate you watching this one. I will update y'all on future progress. Thanks. Bye.